Well, we're back again for another show. MLB Classic Interviews with the coach, Michael E. Mayden, and Coach's Corner. And once again, I remind you that June 27th is the big day in Chicago as the coach team reunion, luncheon, and awards ceremony will be taking place out in Elsep, Illinois. We got a team reunion that's going to bring Coach Mayden players together for 5 decades. And believe it or not, all these years I've been coaching seem like just yesterday. But I'm seeing players that I coached when they were 16, 17, 18 years old. Now they got kids and grandkids that they introducing me to. Boy, they know how to make coach feel old. But nevertheless, we got to move forward with the show. We got Will Venable, White Sox manager, on tap. We got Trevor Richards, White Sox pitcher. We got Drew Romo, White Sox catcher. And we got David Martin, White Sox ace pitcher, the man, on tap for the day. So here we go. We're going to start the show off today with a tribute to Coach Mayden. And then we're going to bring up the manager, Will Venable, and the coach, one-on-one, MLB Classic Interviews.
My name is Louis Alonzo. I'm north side of Chicago. I currently live in Austin, Texas, and I played for Coach Mayden in 1993 and 1994. What did I think about the team? The team, well, right off the bat, I mean, it was just a great experience. It was players from all over the city, and that alone was an amazing experience. I had never played with kids from all over the place. I was used to playing local, but it was great. It was a really great experience. I loved it. I mean, honestly, like the diversity of the team. Was really something that was different and amazing all at the same time, because I was used to playing like in Humboldt Park, and like all these mostly Hispanic and some white players, but mostly Hispanic players, and playing on that team in particular. I mean, it was mostly South Side, and I mean, it was just a little bit of everything, really. But the most amazing thing about Coach Mayden was that amazing coach, but an amazing baseball man. It's hard to give it up. It's one of those things that it's a passion, and when it burns like that, I mean, it's hard. Not surprising whatsoever.
Coach on the road once again, take you behind the scenes with the MLB stars of the game. And I got the head honcho here for the White Sox, Will Venable. How we doing?
Doing great, Coach. How are you?
Just fine. Well, last time you was on Coach's show, you was in rookie status. So now you got some season under your belt, so I call you veteran now. So, I mean, what have you learned? What has been different from you from your first year to now?
I think the number one thing is coming into this year, have a better understanding of our group, and what messaging that they need, the details that we want to prioritize in our program. And so it's just really kind of provided some more clarity around what we're trying to do on a daily basis. But yeah, at the same time, still feel like a rookie. There's something to learn every single day. There's mistakes that I'm making and learning from. There's mistakes that our players are making that we're learning from. So still very much growing here.
Well, I mean, thus far in the season, it looked like you got a young, entertaining, and energized group of ball players. Yeah,
it's amazing. The energy that they put out on the field every day is amazing, and it's really amazing the energy that they put into each other. These guys lean on each other, they communicate well, they support each other. Everyone understands their role, and they go out and just do their job, so it's really cool to see.
And you got a combination of the long ball going. Mm-hmm. You got a little old school baseball with the button and moving the runners along. So it looked like you're just mixing it all up this year.
Yeah, I think that the thing that our group has done well is they've identified who they are, and they don't try and do anything else. And so when you have guys in the middle of the lineup like Mooney and Vargas and Colson, and we know that they're going to go out and put good at-bats together and slug. And then you add guys like Antonacci and what he does, and he has a good understanding of who he is. Tristan Peters and Derek Hill, these guys that they're playing their part, and they know exactly what they do. We see the bunting as a weapon, the way they value defense and base running, and so we just feel like our staff and our players have accurately identified their skill sets, and then everyone is happy to go out and do their job.
And, my experience as a coach, and I'm putting my coach hat on after 40 plus years, the team seem to be gelling, and that's really the key.
It's such a huge part of it, and that's started in spring training. Really, even you saw it last year. But then in spring training, you get the guys together again. They connect. They like each other, which I know is simple, but it matters, And so they're going out to dinner and doing things off the field. And then on the field, you see it shows up in the energy that they give each other, the way they communicate, hold each other accountable, and really support each other. But it all starts with that connection.
The average fan probably wouldn't understand that part of the game. But once again, you're coaching me. I coach 40 plus years. I coach some of the most diverse teams in the country and some all-black teams. But, these guys, most of them came together and didn't know each other at the start of the season. Before the season's over, they left as best friends. But the funny part about it, they were bigger characters off the field in the hotels and around town when we were on the road than they were on the field.
Yeah, that's right. We have some big personalities, that, you do get to see in the clubhouse. You get to see in the dugout sometimes, but it doesn't always come out on the field. Yeah. But yeah, we got some special guys, and most importantly, personalities aside, they're good guys that care about other people, and you see it the way they interact with each other, see it with the way they interact with the fans. It's just really special group to be a part of.
And again, as I say, my guys were characters on and off the field. They did a lot of trash talking on that bus rides to the game. How much trash talk going to this team? About themselves?
I'm sure there's plenty. You catch wind of it. I don't think we ever get like the real clear picture as a staff member because they spend so much time on their own. But I'm sure there's some trash talking in there.
And then as the coach, I was always what you call a players coach. So every now and then when they had the little comedy going on, they included me in it. They get you every now and then.
Yeah, you know what? They are a good group. You do. They are very welcoming, even to the staff. We try and give them their space, but that's another reason why they're so special. They've treated our staff and myself so well. We just feel like one big family.
And in Major League Baseball, it's about the branding, the name. This is a team with no real branding, no real names, but yet it's a hard-nosed, hustling team.
Yeah, I think what I like about our group is that we're creating our own identity, and that it's very distinct. Really what to expect from this group every night. We're not always going to play perfect, but we're always going to play hard. We're going to do everything we can to really scratch and claw and continue to play through 9 innings. And so, yeah, I'm just really proud that, regardless of anything else that is going on, like these guys know who they are and they go out and play that way every night.
And every night a different person come up and play a key part. Who's probably surprised you the most thus far?
That's a good point because we're getting it from everywhere. I'll say Tristan Peters is kind of the biggest surprise for me, just because I didn't know anything about him. He was someone that in spring training that, as you look on paper objectively, our model really liked, and so we knew that there was some value there. But the way that he's gone out and performed, and really, utilized the bunt, and playing a really elite defense in center field, running the base. This guy's a really good player. And he's getting an opportunity. I think that's one of the cool things is that every once in a while you get these guys that get an opportunity, and it really is like, what are you going to do with it, right? And he is certainly really doing his job well and taking advantage of a great opportunity.
Well, I know you got a lot on your schedule, so I ain't gonna hold you too long, but we appreciate this time one-on-one with the coach and the manager, Will Venable.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. MLB Classic interviews with the coach, and we're back once again, and we got the man here, Trevor Richards, Chicago White Sox pitcher. Man here, TR. How we doing?
We're doing well.
Introduce yourself, please.
Trevor Richards, pitcher, reliever. I'm from Southern Illinois. Just enjoying my time here.
Southern Illinois?
Yes, sir.
So we call you Chicago boy, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. It's a little ways down there, but it's the Illinois boy.
What's this experience been like?
It's been good. It's been a lot. It's been kind of a roller coaster up and down through my whole career, but overall it's been good. And still, I'm getting paid to play a game, so it's all good. I still get to live the dream and keep chasing it.
So where did it start? Where did this dream start?
As a kid, I've always played baseball. I played soccer, played basketball all growing up, all the way through high school, but baseball was always the one that kind of stuck for me, and just kept playing it. Loved to play it. And just kept on playing.
Soccer and basketball. So you want audience to think you was an athlete or something?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at.
So I mean, you're from Illinois. I mean, I gotta ask the obvious question. You growing up with your Sox or Cubs?
I was a Cardinals fan.
Oh, Lord. Now, you ain't gonna win with that one.
I'm down there. I'm only 30, 45 minutes from St. Louis, so that was a closer team. I could go to games. It's 4.5 hours up here, so it was easier to go to St. Louis games than it was Chicago.
We might let you slide. Every kid's dream to play in the big league. They see you guys, they think you guys get drafted, you're in the big leagues the next day. What's the dues you have to pay to get here?
It took a while. I was not drafted. I went to indie ball after college, signed out to indie ball, and went to the minor leagues there and made my debut a couple years after that. So I was not drafted. I just kept playing. I love playing the game. After I graduated college, I didn't feel like I was done yet. I feel like I had a little more in the tank, so I went to indie ball and played there for two half seasons and got signed out of there. So it's been a road.
So you just couldn't turn this game loose.
I couldn't have. Yeah.
So what did you do? What was your key? I mean, scout, we look for the 5-2s of the game. Pitching, we look for movement, velocity, control. I mean, what was the key that got you over the hump?
I was a starter for most of my life, and until my debut, my first 2 years in the big leagues, I was a starter as well. Then transitioned to the bullpen. So as a starter, I didn't throw super hard. I was 90, but I had decent off speed and could locate. So I was just kind of, as a starter, I was just locating fastballs and throwing changeups. So that's just trying to keep hitters off balance, kind of pitching old school in a way.
So you didn't get drafted, you got signed out of indie ball, independent ball. So you must have been the man.
I wouldn't say that.
You got somebody's attention.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, in that journey that you were going to the big leagues, how much adversity did you face?
Yeah, I mean, everyone faces adversity in this game, especially. It's kind of built in. This game's built. You're built to fail in this game, so it's kind of taking the punches as you go, and just keep putting your head down and putting in the work.
So when you get that call, you're going to the major leagues. All of a sudden, you find out it's a whole different world. First of all, coming to the ballpark and you find out it's a tunnel to get to the locker room. Most fans don't even know that. Then you walk in this locker room and you see all the amenities in there. You got to think you're down and went to heaven.
Oh yeah, for sure. Those first couple, it takes a couple years probably to get used to it all. So it's what people dream of. It's dreams. Little kid, I remember playing in the backyard and thinking I was in the big leagues then. So it's dreams are made, and it's cool to see and just kind of see everywhere.
And they got to feel, you got to see the chills down your spines to be out on the field and 20, 30,000 fans screaming and hollering and cheering.
For sure, yeah, for sure. It's really cool. I'm very grateful and honored, and it's pretty cool.
So how did you wind up with number 43?
No story there. When I debuted, they gave me I was 63, and then my couple years after that, I just flipped the numbers and went to 36, and then when you get into my shoes where I bounced, this is my 10th organization. So when you get traded, you just kind of see what numbers are available and pick one. There's no story behind it.
10, so you say you try to see all 30. Huh?
I'm trying. Yeah, I don't know if I got that in me, but.
Last question. You get that call, you're going to the big leagues. Walking locker room for the first time, see you. What was that feeling like?
It's great. I mean, as soon as you walk in there, it's just like it's hard to picture what a big league clubhouse looks like until you see it. So it's a memory I'll remember forever.
And that big league food totally different from minor league.
Oh yeah, especially back then. Now minor leagues get paid or get better food, but back then it was a big difference.
Oh, you came up with that peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Torrey Hunter told me about that.
Yeah.
Coach with the man, T.R.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we got to keep this show moving. We got to keep this line moving. We got to keep the lineup going because we're on the clock. So next up in the lineup is Drew Romo, catcher for the Chicago White Sox, who came up and decided he was going to hit a home run from the right side and the left side of the plate in the same game. And you know I had to make him talk about it. Here you go with the coach, Coach's Corner.
Game
Drew Romo, catcher with the Chicago White Sox.
Drew, how we doing?
Doing good, thank you.
Where you from?
I'm from the Woodlands, Texas, a little bit north of Houston.
Texas?
Yeah.
We call you a country boy up here in the shop.
Nah, no. I'm from Texas, but not really a country boy.
Oh, okay. So, we're taking our youngsters behind the scenes, what it's like to be a big league. What's this big league experience been like for you?
It's great, man. I mean, all the resources, coaches, facilities, it's great. So I'm very blessed and appreciative.
They think you guys get drafted in the big leagues the next day. So tell them what it's really like.
Yeah, no, it's a grind. You get drafted, especially out of high school like me, it takes a longer process, it takes more years, but out of college, it's a little bit quicker. But coming to the minor leagues, it's a grind. You're playing at nice fields and stuff, but like sometimes the conditions aren't always the best. Facilities, food, stuff like that. It's kind of a grind, You just gotta power through it, stick through it, have patience, and then one day once you make it to the big leagues, like it's all worth it.
So man, what is it like? Out of high school, playing high school baseball, one day sign that professional contract. All of a sudden you shift off to the minor leagues. How much of a shell shock?
I would say the biggest difference is just the workload. Like in high school, you have short practices, you're playing 3 games a week, you got tournaments on the weekends, but like in professional baseball, you're playing every day. You're playing every day. Sometimes you'll get a day off, but you got long practices. Like the days are long, the season is long. You're playing 150 games. You go from 30 high school games to 150 professional games, so it's 5 times as long, and so just the workload is a big difference.
You didn't know your body could take all that, did you?
Yeah, but your body adjusts. Eventually your body adjusts, you get used to it.
So what about the long bus rides?
Yeah, long bus rides. Once you get to AAA, you start to take the plane, which is nice, but long bus rides. But honestly, like you have some fun memories with the bus rides. Just going like across the country in the middle of nowhere, you're with your teammates, like you play games on the bus, like, it's not as bad as some people think.
And, they tell me that you don't get to stay in no 5-star hotels in
No. No 5-star hotels. Again, you stay in some bad places, but you just got to sleep the best you can, get that recovery, it's important, and yeah, you make some fun memories along the way.
We can't call no names, but you ain't been to hotels when you got no bed bugs, have you?
No bed bugs? I've seen bugs, but no bed bugs.
All right, so you're making that journey through the minor leagues, and all of a sudden, you get that call, you're going to the big leagues. What was that? Walk us through.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just like the culmination of all the hard work and people in my corner who have helped me, and just for that dream to finally be achieved, it just felt so worth it. And once you become a big leaguer, you can call yourself a big leaguer the rest of your life. Nobody can take that away from you. No matter how good or bad you play in the big leagues, no matter how long you're up, whether it's one day, you can say you're a big leaguer the rest of your life.
So, a lot of guys get to the big leagues and they got this cherished moment of their first major league hit. And then they got the cherished moment of their first major league home run.
Yeah.
Some guys take forever to get.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get your first major league home run?
First home run? My first home run was a cooler story than my first hit. It came off Jose Soriano, the Angels. He's been one of the best pitchers in the MLB, and just to hit that home run, it was an 0-2 count. Just the chances of me doing that, the probability was so low, and for me to do it, it was awesome.
So what was that moment like? What was that?
Yeah, I hit my first home run. I just felt on top of the world, running around the bases, just screaming, "Let's go!" And then actually, my next at bat, I hit my next home run from the other side of the plate. I'm a switch hitter, so my first at bat, my first home run was lefty, and then my next at bat, I hit a home run righty, and so not many people have done that, and so that was cool history right there.
So let me guess, what team?
With the White Sox.
You left side, right side, you hit a home run.
Yeah.
You trying to make a pressure on somebody?
Yeah, like I said, I was up and down a lot in AAA and the big leagues, and I finally got back to the big leagues, and I was feeling good at the plate, mentally, physically, and just a great blessing.
So I've been covering these White Sox in Major League Baseball for 20 seasons now this year. I don't think I ever recall a player from the right side and the left side in the same game.
Yeah, it's rare. It's rare, but it happens.
You get that ball?
I got both, yeah.
You got those balls?
Yeah, they're right behind me in my locker. Yeah.
Sure, those balls.
So this was my first one, more special, so it's in the case, and then this was the second one, still special, but not as special, so no case for it, but it was right here.
So what you gonna do with those balls?
Keep in my locker and look at them. Yeah, probably just hopefully I have a great career, and then I have a house and family one day, and then you can just put that stuff in the game room, have a cool game room, jerseys on the wall, whatever.
So what was it like when you got here? You know, you come in the tunnel, you walk into the locker room for the very first time, see uniform. Man, what was that feeling like?
Just crazy. I mean, I just goosebumps thinking about it. Just working my whole life, grinding my whole life to get here, and yeah, just an amazing blessing.
Did you cry?
I don't know if I cried. I mean, definitely emotional. Just a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions, but a lot going through my head. Yeah.
You look like a crier. You look like you cry.
I'm an emotional guy. Maybe not a crier, but emotional. Yeah.
Mama cry?
Oh yeah.
We know Mama cry.
Yeah.
We know she was in them stands just
Yeah.
hollering, my baby, my baby. Something that, you know, for those youngsters out there, when you get called up to the big leagues and all of a sudden you see it's a whole different lifestyle. The locker room, the food, travel. That got to be an eye-opening experience in the city.
Eye-opening. I mean, everything is the best it could possibly be. Like all the resources, like you said, the travel, the facilities, food, everything. Like it's designed to help you play the best you can. It's all designed to make you the best player you can be.
So do you still get called rookie up here?
I'm still a young guy, but I don't know if I'm a rookie anymore, but still a young guy, yeah.
So you got past the rookie stages, huh?
Yeah.
Coach on the road with the man, Drew Roper.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, as we draw to the end of this show, a reminder that June 27th is the big day for Coach, as I will be hosting a team reunion. 5 decades of players that I've coached, and we're looking forward to that. So we would invite you once again to come out. We would invite all of you out there watching this show to be our special guest, but the show is sold out with all my former players, parents, well-wishers, boosters, and supporters. I just don't have no room to invite anybody else, but we'll bring you the highlights. As we wrap up today's show with my man David Martin, who's emerging very soundly as the ace pitcher of the Chicago White Sox.
Coach on the road once again. I got my hero here, DM, David Martin. How we doing?
I'm good, Coach. It's always good to see you.
Same here. So we're in a new season. What's your thoughts about this new season?
Oh, it's been good. I think we've been overperforming some expectations, and I feel like we've gotten the personality of our team, and I think it's been a lot of fun. A lot of room to grow, but really excited where we're at.
Well, rumors have it you've been the man out there on that mound.
Jeez. Just a man throwing the ball, dude. Still a man throwing the ball.
Well, you got a lot of young guys on the team this year. Look like they're hungry and they're playing some exciting baseball.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's kind of what we looked at it as our strength in spring training. We thought, we got a bunch of young guys who want to play, who grind out at bats, who run hard to first base, and really just do the little things right in the game of baseball. And the game of baseball sometimes rewards you for that. So I feel like that's been our superpower.
So I know when I coached college, high school ball, summer travel ball, on the road the guys did a lot of trash talking. But I know when we was winning, there was more trash talking. So I know you guys doing some real trash talking now.
I think we trash talk ourselves more than anybody else. And I think we have such a good time with each other, and I feel like we don't let each other get too big of a head because somebody will always chop you down in our locker room, which is really nice. We have a good group of guys, and we do some trash talking, but we really keep a lot of it in our dugout.
So, you guys got this first baseman that's leading the league in home runs. What kind of trash talk y'all do with her? I know y'all be right there.
I don't know. He's a pretty good player. What do you think about him?
He's all right. He turning some heads.
I know, man. But when he hits the ball, he turns some heads too, man. Everybody in the dugout loves watching him hit. I mean, he's must-watch TV. Anytime he's in the box, everybody's up on the ledge watching him because, he just does some stuff every night that you didn't think was possible.
So have you got out them tape measures from the dugout or looked that far somewhere?
There's a few that I feel like we've looked at the estimated distance and we're like, we need to get tape measure because they're wrong. That's a little short. So
you got a young infield. You got some defense behind you. You got some bunt behind you. You got some speed behind you. You got to be excited with this team.
Absolutely. You think about what we do is, we can hit home runs. We score runs, a lot of our runs off of home runs, but at the same time, we have 11 bunt hits on the year. We steal bases. We play really sound defense on the backside. And, I think that's just what happens when you have a younger team that learns how to play and learns, what kind of team we are and really leans into it. And, give a credit to the coaching staff for really kind of like hammering that into us in spring training that we need to do the little things right. And so it's been good.
DM been in beast mode out there on that mound.
Just a man throwing the ball, baby.
You try to show off out there?
No. I just love competing, man. I just love competing. And, I talk to myself and talk to God on the mound all the time and just say, God, it's all you. I'm just going to go out here and compete, and you let the ball go where you need it to go.
So, what does a year or two experience do for a Major League ball player?
I think it's just the amount of, I think just learning what a full season looks like how to take care of your body, and then on the mound, just the more innings you see at this level, the highest level of the game, you start picking things up, start seeing things faster. You kind of see what guys are sitting on, what they're not sitting on, how they're trying to approach you in the plate versus, your first year in the show, you're just trying to get the ball over the plate, let alone care about anything else that the guy's doing. So I think it's just the repetitions. The more you're up here, the more comfortable you get, and the more you see and the more you learn.
And then when you're younger players, always that insecurity. Am I going to be here next week, next month? Am I going to be here next season? At what point does a major league ball player kind of put that phase behind them?
I don't think you ever do, to be honest. I mean, it's a hard game, and I think there's a lot of hungry guys in AAA and AA that, everyone's trying to take it, it's the life cycle of baseball. I think the easiest thing is, 2022 isn't too far ago, and I'm the only player still left from that team. So it just shows you how fast the turnover is in pro ball. And but at the same time, you can use it as a strength of yours. It makes you never settle. It makes you always hungry. It makes you want to be better than you are. And regardless of what you're doing on the field, you're always trying to take that next step, figure out that one pitch, execute this a little better. So I think it just puts you into a state where it's just a constant process.
And since you go claim your veteran status on this team,
I don't know about that.
The rookies get a hard time in the big leagues. Now, how many of these rookies you call rookie on this team?
I think we got 14 of them, 15. We have
that many? I lost
We
track.
have a lot. I think we don't have any ARB players. We have one ARB player. We have a few free agent signings, and everyone else is sub 3 years, sub ARB. So we got a lot of rookies, if you want to call it.
So you walk through that locker room calling a rook?
Some people look at me and call me rook still. So we got a lot of them. But yeah, we're teaching them well.
And they know not to be the first one in the chow line.
No chow line early. just the little things, back of the bus, double up, make sure you're doing these things right. So yeah, just the things you got to learn in the big leagues.
Carry the luggage.
We don't do that. Carry the speaker. They carry the speaker.
I forgot.
Speaker's important. Speaker's important.
Yeah. Y'all be blasting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
Shoot. I got a couple right now. It's probably got to be "I Wonder" by Kanye West, or hey, just give me some time.
Okay.
Just give me some time. Or "Listen to the Music" by the Doobie Brothers.
You don't be singing, do you?
No, I hate singing. I don't like when other people sing. My wife's the only one I'm allowed to sing.
See, I got to end this show letting the fans know. You invited all the players down to your farm, and Coach didn't get his invite. I'm going to let you.
Hey, I didn't know if you were comfortable out in the woods. You okay out there?
Well, yeah, I'm a little city Caucasian boy. I'm a city Caucasian boy now.
I'm just trying to make sure if I'm in the blind and we got some pigs and some coyotes around me that the guy next to me is ready to go.
That's okay. I'll stay in the city.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
Coach with my man DM.
Hey, appreciate you, Coach. As always, good talking to you.
All right, take care. Thanks a lot. You my hero.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, that's a wrap for this show. We're going to close it out with a little tribute to Coach Mayden, especially since I'm going to be hosting a team reunion on June 27 with all my past players.
It was more discipline, man. I learned a lot. I gained a lot of wisdom because, Mayden brung it out. And he like, hey, these are the things y'all need to do to be successful. We're gonna enjoy ourselves, but we serious out here. So